I'm going to have an inbox look at this kit here, which is the Roden Models 1/72nd scale World War I B-type bus, the Pigeon Loft it's called, and we'll have a look at the really nice box art here. Like, they just did excellent, this is almost like a print the way that they've done their box art here. It's very interesting. You can see the pigeons there and the soldier in the back, and we will look at the side here. So our kit number is going to be 737. The side, it's just giving us our different, I guess, Ukrainian, Russian, British, or English translation. Skill level 4. And there's our other language here as well, which, okay, so it's giving us our history here. I didn't really read what it was actually talking about, so it's our history on this vehicle here. I want to see if it says, it just says British bus from the First World War. I wanted to see if it says the actual manufacturer. I don't think it does because of probably licensing issues. I don't know who actually makes this particular vehicle. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not a Ford. It's probably actually is British manufacturer, but I don't know who actually makes it. So somebody might know, but I can't make it out from there, and I don't know British vehicles. So we will open it up and have a look and see what we get inside. Alright, so, oh, I should say on the back, I guess, is going to give us our painting guide here. So we've got a Type B World War I bus, Pigeon Loft from the Western Front, 1918. Not sure what this number is here, what its significance is. The EXB 2125 and the 2257. I'm not sure if that, like, must be a reference to a real vehicle, but I'm not sure what the significance means. And then we have our paints down here, which it's calling for Vallejo paints. All of our various different ones here. We'll move that out of the way and we'll look at our instruction sheet. So we get a huge history here on the vehicle, and I guess we got our performance of the vehicle, the actual specifications there. Its maximum speed was only 20 kilometers an hour, so it's, I suppose you don't want to be going too fast if you have pigeons on board. So this is quite interesting, these pieces here. We'll see what those are for once we get into our instructions. So yeah, we've got templates. It looks like this is a 1-to-1 scale template here for, must be for cutting out a mask. Or no, this must be for cutting out the screen. I'm sure that's what that's for. So that's nice they've included that. And it should be easy enough to do. If you look at the screen, it's a white screen. Luckily it's not black, because you would not be able to do this obviously, but very simple to put that over and cut out the screens. But I might as well look at it right now. But here's your screen that's going to be on the side of the vehicle. You're not going to see anything through this, unfortunately. I mean, there's not much you can do in 1/72nd scale, but I doubt once you've painted this up that you're going to see anything inside, like the little pigeons or anything. We will go into, here's our parts, and this is maybe parts we don't use, I guess. And then we go right into building right from the frame up. I wish in 72nd scale that they didn't make such a big deal of doing the little tiny frames, because it's very tedious. I'm sure some guys actually like to build the tedious little frames in that, but I wish they would make them one piece. In 35th scale, they're hard enough. So here's our various pieces here. In the interior. So you're getting pretty much like the complete interior and everything in this vehicle. It would be just like up to the individual to detail it how you want. And here's, I guess this is the actual Pigeon Loft section itself. Mm-hmm. There are various screens going on here. Doesn't look too difficult. I don't like how they're on the outside though, because of how thick they are. Like, I would try and replace that screen with something else, but I really honestly I don't know what you could put on there, because like it would have to be just like microscope, not even paper thin. It would have to be even thinner than that, because you'll never see the pigeons on the inside. So there's more of the details there. So it doesn't look like too much work. And then we have another vehicle. This one must be like, this one's from the Western Front 1916. It must have like no camouflage on it. I'm guessing it doesn't have any camouflage on it. So it's not too exciting. And then this one here is another camouflage one from the Western Front 1918. I wish it would be a little bit more detailed. The Western Front, that's kind of a it's kind of vague when you say Western Front 1918. But of course the Roden is from Ukraine, like a Ukrainian company, so they're probably more familiar with the Eastern Front. So it would have been nice if they would have put a little bit more detail where this actually was, but is what it is. So now we'll actually go into the parts themselves. I should say, or get the glass pieces out here, which are, it's just a very, very thin sheet. This I really like for glass. On a 1/72 scale vehicle, this is proper way of doing it, because that glass would be so microscopically thin. They did a really good job with this, and not molding it in injection plastic would just be wrong. So it's very, very thin. And we will get our, okay, we'll get our decals, but I mean, they just kind of are what they are. Very thick though. Huge carrier film on just about every one of these. I'm not sure if it's going to be a big deal or not, because it's going over, looks like it's going over a flat surface, but I mean, it's just white numbers and letters anyways, so they're adequate. And this piece here is a duplicate sprue, so I'll just look at the one. We've got our wheels there, which are actually pretty nice in 72nd scale, quite delicate. And our pieces here. I like this, I'm assuming this is wood, but it looks like, I like how it looks imperfect if you look at it. It does actually give you the impression of wood. And various pieces here. And I guess this will be their proprietary piece, which is quite a bit of flash on it, but it's not a big deal. And again, because it's wood in that, you'd have imperfections anyways, so it's not a big deal. And it looks nice on these areas. And here's our pigeons, which unfortunately they're covered, most of them are covered with quite a bit of flash. In 1/72 scale though, it's nice, and I'm really appreciate that they included them. They did. It's something they didn't have to do, but they did, and it's really nice. It would have been nice to have a couple that were in flight, but I don't see them on there. But they are in different little poses, so that's really neat that they did that. So if you can find something, or just even leave the screen off so you can see these little guys in their like in their loft, because it would be a shame to cover them up. But with the but what can you do? It's just sort of like, because of the scale, there's not much you can do. So we'll move on. And then these would be our more common pieces. You can see the roof section here. Everything looks pretty nice. I mean, it's Roden. It's kind of soft plastic, and the like, you get that flash on their stuff typically, but it's pretty nice. Like, because they're set up more for builders. I mean, it's nothing you can't work around. And then we have like the steps here. You can see the massive flash on there. Which, again, if you're familiar with Roden kits, it's just kind of par for their kits. It doesn't really bother me. There are various pieces here for the suspension and the frame. And we got one final piece. You can see the again, the way the wood, it actually does give the impression of wood on there. We'll flip it around here. Nothing in there. So this is the 1/72nd scale Roden World War I B-type bus, the Pigeon Loft version. And I mean, it's about the only game in town for this vehicle, and it looks alright. It looks like an actual kind of an enjoyable kit to build there, with the little pigeons and everything you can add to it. It's kind of like, it begs to be a diorama or a small vignette. So other than that, thank you for watching.